I started having symptoms when I was a junior in high school. At the time I was running cross country, so I was putting in, like, it was during the fall season, so I was putting in a lot of miles every week. And when I first started being really sore or having to quit in the middle of races because my knee would be bothering me, I thought that it was just due to overexertion from running. So I tried to cut back on that, but then I started having some other kind of really weird symptoms, like my lip swelled up really big one day, it looked like I got punched, and then I had this rash kind of on my chest and back that wouldn't go away, and then my mouth got completely filled with canker sores, and just kind of really tired all the time, just kind of weird symptoms like that. At that time I went into the doctor, and they did some blood work, and got back some really strange results. Well, I had a really high strep titer that was through the roof, really high ANA and CRP rates, which measure the inflammation in your blood or body. But then I also tested positive for parvovirus, Lyme's disease, mono, West Nile, all of that at the same time. So the doctors were like, what's going on? What's wrong with this girl? I had all of these things that my body was responding to. My doctor currently thinks that I do have rheumatoid arthritis, but for a long time we had a hard time defining it as such. Right now I'm at a point where I'm pretty well balanced out, and when I'm doing well, I do pretty well. My GI stuff is probably something that I more need to manage on a day-to-day basis, where I try to not eat gluten. I've heard different doctors have told me that I shouldn't be eating it, or that I should. I got tested for celiac 5 times, and it's always come back negative. But there is just people who are just gluten, have gluten sensitivities. And then I think since the meds that I'm on do decrease my immune system, the main thing that I found, and especially since I work with kids, is that I just have to I use hand sanitizer. I try to get a lot of zinc. Anytime I get stressed out, it's guaranteed that I'm gonna get a cold or get sick like that within the first week, just because I think my immune system is already pretty stressed, and so I feel that pretty immediately. I had to really learn that when I couldn't control my body, what I really needed to control was my mind, because you have sometimes no control over your body and things happen. And so I think that what I had to consciously recognize is yeah, I was going through this hard thing that was difficult to understand, but other people are going through hard things too, and the one thing that I can control is how patient I am, and kind of how I educate myself. The actions that I do, I can still control.